Did you know that 30% of employers block social media at work, according to numbers from 2020? And while some of that has changed because of our big move to remote, it's normal for employers to be wary of social networks. Facebook is trying really hard to change all of that. Facebook released Workplace as a new enterprise platform in 2016 and has been adding features since then. Facebook Workplace has been adapted by a bunch of businesses. Let's look at Facebook Workplace today, go over some of the features, and we'll look at pros and cons. At the end of the video, I'll share my thoughts on Facebook Workplace. Do I think it's useful for small businesses? Is it worth the time investment? Would I recommend it to my clients? Watch to the end to find out. Hi, I'm Morgan from LYFE Marketing, the digital marketing agency that helps small businesses grow. And today we'll be looking at Facebook Workplace, specifically for small businesses. If you need help with your Facebook ads, consider reaching out to a digital marketing agency like us here at LYFE. Our team of in-house experts will help you. Give us a call if you'd like to learn more about the services that we offer. Okay, let's get into the good stuff. So, what is Facebook Workplace? In a video released by Facebook in 2019, they say that Workplace is meant to make connected companies that are closer, flatter, and smarter. The idea behind it is this. Your employees are already on Facebook. Why not use a tool that everyone is familiar with to connect your company no matter where you are? Workplace utilizes a number of tools to help you get the word out, collaborate on projects, share success stories, and a lot more. We'll look at these tools in more detail in just a couple of minutes. Facebook says that the main goal with Workplace is democratizing IT and making it available and affordable to everyone. So what are the benefits of Facebook Workplace? According to a CNBC article, Facebook Workplace has 7 million paying users. Microsoft Teams, in comparison, has 125 million active users, and Slack had 12 million users in 2019, which was the last year that they reported user numbers. Last month, CEO Mark Zuckerberg said, "We built Workplace as an internal version of Facebook to run our own company, and it was so useful we started letting other organizations use it too." There are a couple of main benefits to using Facebook Workplace over other, more popular platforms. Let's look at those before we dive into the tools. Facebook Workplace is affordable. At just $4 per user per month, Facebook Workplace is one of the most affordable paid communication tools around. While Slack and Microsoft Teams both have free versions available, their paid solutions start at $6.67 and $5 per user per month, respectively. Facebook offers a 30-day free trial of Workplace, but does not have a free option available full-time, unless you're a nonprofit. If you're a nonprofit, you can apply to use Facebook Workplace for free. Organizations like the United Way, Make-A-Wish, the World Health Organization, and a lot more are utilizing Facebook by Workplace. So if you're a nonprofit, I would look into that. Another reason it's great is Facebook Workplace is easy to use. The tool works exactly like Facebook does, utilizing news feeds, groups, events, messaging, and more. It's a great solution for smaller businesses that don't have the resources to create your own internal communication system. I also like that your Facebook Workplace account is separate from your personal Facebook account. If you're worried about mixing business and pleasure, you don't need to. Your Workplace account is separate from your personal account. Your employer cannot access your personal Facebook account if you're using Workplace, since the accounts are not connected. Also, Facebook does not advertise on Workplace, so your data is used differently. As you know, most of Facebook's revenue comes from advertising, and there's been some concern over privacy and Facebook's use of data for many advertisers. The nice thing about Workplace is that Facebook does not advertise to the platform, so your data is more protected. Here's a quick look at what Facebook has to say about data storage and usage on Workplace. So we've covered a few benefits of using Workplace, but let's take a deeper look at the tools you'll have available to you. Let's look at Workplace tools. The Workplace platform really isn't that different from Facebook, so each of these tools will probably be familiar to you. I'll cover what each tool does and anything that makes them stand out or differentiates them from your normal Facebook feed. Let's start with the home panel. Facebook has organized everything into your home panel on the left of your screen. That's where you can see your feed, access the knowledge library, quickly find groups you're part of, and connect with folks that you often connect with. Facebook Workplace uses a news feed. Each employee has a personalized news feed that will prioritize the most important content for them. To make sure everyone who should see your post does, you can mark posts as important to ensure distribution to everyone. Unlike your regular Facebook feed, this feed is free of clutter and competing information from outside sources. You can use groups as well. Easily organize your employees and conversations by topic, region, department, or interest. You'll be able to post directly to the group or start messages with the group or individuals. Users can react and comment to these posts just like in a regular group, and the group messaging feature allows for quicker communication when something is urgent. In groups, you can pin important updates to the top to ensure that everyone sees them as well. You can also use Q&A posts that allow users to vote on their favorite answer, so you can get an idea of what your team is thinking. You can schedule posts for the most convenient time for the team, share important files, list out action items, and assign tasks after meetings. And the most fun feature, I think, is celebrating the hard work of individuals or your entire team with achievement posts. The workplace chat feature is really nice to use. I think it's safe to say that we all hate emails. Please, if I never see another email again, I'll be so happy. But despite our email fatigue, written communication is essential to an operational workplace. Instead of inundating inboxes, workplace chat allows you to send direct messages to groups, sets of people, or to individuals. The chat feature allows you to keep everything in one place so you're not scrambling around trying to find where that email was. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll find it eventually. You can prioritize specific messages by pinning them to the top of your chat feed, and when you need to focus, you can mute notifications until you're ready to check back in. You also have the ability to create polls and surveys, send files, automate tasks, or share your location directly in the chat. Super helpful if you're meeting up with a group of coworkers. You also have the option to collaborate with multi-company groups, which is great for collaborations, partnerships, influencer marketing, and lots of other things. Facebook Workplace utilizes live video. When teams are remote, it can be easy to lose touch with the culture and the things that make a workplace fun. It can also be challenging to get announcements out and make sure that your employees feel seen, heard, and stay in the loop. A lot of companies are seeing increased engagement with live video. Booking.com uses live videos for brainstorming, Q&As, and culture building. Delta's VP of Customer Service, Charisse Evans, says that being live has helped employees to see the C-suite, especially the CEO, as human, because they get to see more personality and they maybe get to see some mistakes, and then they feel connected. You can turn on live captions so employees can watch even with the sound off. You can also automatically translate your English video captions into French, Spanish, Italian, and Portuguese, or vice versa. And you can edit your captions for those instances when something goes haywire. Like when I talk too quickly and the captions are like, this is our best guess, but it's nowhere near close to what I said. You can go live from mobile or the desktop platform that's called Portal. Speaking of auto translations, as our teams become more global, we need to be able to communicate efficiently in any language. Facebook uses machine learning to automatically translate posts in main Facebook and in Workplace. There are 91 language options, and translating a post is as quick as clicking a button. Super helpful for global teams. Facebook Workplace has a ton of integration options. To ensure seamless file sharing, video calling, collaboration, communication, and planning, Workplace integrates with a bunch of third-party platforms like Google Drive, Dropbox, Zoom, and a ton more. Before you pay to join, check with Workplace to see if the tools that you use regularly are part of their integration options. Facebook Workplace also utilizes a knowledge library. Workplace has made it easy for you to create, share, and store important information and documents so that your employees can access them anytime. One of the biggest benefits of using the Workplace library is it doesn't require any extra setup, formatting, or security. You can create documents directly in Workplace, and there's a search function for quick access. You can also control who has access to specific documents as well. Workplace is really leaning into how quick and easy it is to set up your knowledge library. Here's Virgin Atlantic's Senior Manager of Communication Channels talking about how quick it was to put into place. As you can see from my examples, I've relied on a lot of Facebook's own explanations for what Workplace is and how it's used. Next, let's talk about some real-world potential downsides, including anything about Workplace that's tedious or annoying. After that, I'll give my honest thoughts, like I would to a client, and let you know if I recommend this tool for small businesses. So what are some potential downsides to Workplace? Workplace has had a positive reception online and has been growing in popularity. I checked out some user reviews since we don't use Facebook Workplace here at LYFE to see what folks are actually experiencing on the platform instead of focusing on just what Facebook is promising you. So here's what I'm seeing people say. The newsfeed gets cluttered easily and notifications can be overwhelming. Depending on how much activity there is, from new posts to comments and messages, notifications can get out of control quickly. A lot of users have reported feeling overwhelmed by the amount of notifications and say they had to spend a significant amount of time just going through them to make sure they didn't miss anything important. Another complaint I saw a lot was that you cannot customize the domain or the appearance of your page. Just like with your personal Facebook profile, the company page options have very limited customization. You can change the profile picture and the header image, but that's about as far as customization gets you. Can MySpace Business be a thing? No? You say so. I wonder how Tom's doing. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Sorry. MySpace was how I learned HTML about 100 years ago, so back on topic. Another common complaint is that Workplace and Workplace Chat are housed in separate locations. If you're on your phone or tablet, you'll need to download the Workplace and Workplace Messenger apps and be active in both so that you don't miss anything. And if you use Facebook for personal use, you'll also need Facebook and Facebook Messenger for your personal accounts. That's 4 apps on one device. Yikes. You can look at more reviews and see what people are saying, so I'll move on to would I suggest Facebook Marketplace to one of my clients? The honest answer is, that depends. If internal communication was a big struggle and my client was already looking at paying for Slack or Microsoft Teams, I might suggest Workplace as an affordable alternative that won't take the team any extra time to learn how to use. However, if my client had a small team that was located in one place, I don't think they would see much difference in communication or connection between employees. But if they have a lot of remote employees or part-time or flexible staff, this can be a great way to connect everyone and ensure that you're all on the same page. I would suggest to any of my clients that if they're on the fence about it, to give it a try during the 30-day trial period. Go into it with a plan so that you don't lose any days of testing, and when you start your trial, commit to giving it a real shot. And make sure that all of your management and team members understand why the switch is taking place and are committed to implementing it and seeing it through. If you've committed and used it daily, at the end of 30 days, you should know pretty well whether it's working for you or not. That was my overview of Facebook Workplace. I hope you found it helpful. Did this help you make the decision either way? I'd love to hear about what you found helpful or what you'd like to see more of in the future. And I'm really interested in hearing any of your experiences with Facebook Workplace. How did it actually work for your company? Did you like it? Would you recommend it to others? Is your company still using it, or did you abandon it for something else? Let's chat about it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on our weekly digital marketing content. I'll see you in an upcoming video. Happy marketing!